And we're back for a second session. This time we're going to go over how to create advanced powers such as Channel Divinity. So once you've elevated your Cleric to second level, which literally was just a matter of going into your library, going into classes, and grabbing Cleric and dragging and dropping it onto class level and automatically added everything. So your max hit points and your new abilities. In this case, you've got two new abilities, Channel Divinity, which includes the base of Turn Undead, and then Radiance of the Dawn. All right, so we're going to go to Actions, and what we want to do is we want to add those. They're not spells. They're separate from that. So if we click the little Edit List button, we can add a power. You can also add weapons. So like if you're dual wielding, etc., you can add special attacks for that. But in this case, we're going to add a power, and it creates a new blank power listing here under powers. So our new ability is called Turn Undead, but it's under the category of Channel Divinity. Okay, so we've got that, and you notice it changes the title bar of this category to Channel Divinity. So now if we add another power called Radiance of the Dawn, but we add Channel Divinity here, it now groups them together under the same bar, which is awesome. All right, and then we're done editing that. Now what we need to do is add the effects to make our lives a little easier. First things first, Channel Divinity can only be done in this current instance once per short or long rest is when it refreshes. So we want to add that in here and some of the base elements. So we click the magnifying glass, and it gives us the base things that are going to go for this. Now all saving throws that Channel Divinity use are going to use the Cleric's Wisdom. So we add that there, and it's 8 plus Wisdom plus Proficiency, which is what the little star thing does. Now these aren't daily, these are per rest, and it's 1 per rest. So that gives us a standard that all abilities that fall underneath this little Channel Divinity category are going to follow. All right, so now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and add the elements to it. So first things first, we're going to do Turn Undead first, because it's kind of our staple ability. As an action, blah, 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 you present your holy symbol. Each undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it becomes turned for 1 minute or until they take damage. So we've got a saving throw that's wisdom based, and then we have an effect called turned, which lasts for 1 minute. So we're going to right click on Turn Undead. We're going to add action, and the first thing we want to do is add the cast. All right, and then we go here, we click the magnifying glass. We don't have to worry about an attack, but it does have a saving throw. The undead have to make a wisdom saving throw, so we're going to add that on there. They make a wisdom saving throw, and notice it's already got DC 13 because it's already figured all of that. There's no damage for Turn Undead, so you don't have to worry about that part. But now we're going to add the effect. So if we right click on Turn Undead again, once again add action, and then effect. Okay, so the effect it's going to add is called Turned. It lasts for 1 minute, and it's going to be your target. Super simple. So now, if you have something targeted, it's going to add the Turned effect to it once it fails its saving throw. And so it'll automatically do that for you. So you'll click the little button when you have your target targeted, and if it fails, it'll just tag Turned on there for 10 rounds, which is 1 minute. Now, if the creature takes damage, then at that point the DM can remove the effect from the combat tracker on his own. All right, now we want to do Radiance of the Dawn. Radiance of the Dawn is more of a saving throw based attack power. All right, so as an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magic darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. We obviously don't need to add a special effect for that. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one. A creature that has total cover from you is not affected. So that last part is up to the DM to explain as you're targeting your targets. He'll tell you what you can and cannot target. All right, so Radiance of the Dawn, once again, we right click, add action, and add cast. Now in this instance, it's still saving throw based. So we're going to go ahead and put Constitution as the saving throw. But on save, we now have what does it take? Damage. All right. Well, if you click once, half on success is the default, and that's exactly what we want. So that gives us a element here, and then we're going to tag that it's magical because it is. So we click that. Now we need to add the damage effect. So we click here, click the magnifying glass, and we want to add a thing of damage. So it does 2d10. So right click your little d10s, go to 2, and then just drop them right into the dice thing. All right, then it adds your level and damage. So if you click this a few times, it will eventually go to level, and the type is radiant. And just like that, we have our damage type. So once you're done, you're good to go, and there we have it. And when you go into that mode, you now have your saving throw and you have your damage type. And so once you click save against your target, it will automatically, Fantasy Grounds is awesome with that. If your target saves and then you click damage right after that, it'll automatically have. So in this instance, on our example here in the combat log, you'll see that Aramag saved against Elevon Vane, and when the damage went through, it automatically did half status wounded. All right, and then once you use that ability, you'll check it off here. All right, it automatically check marks the other one because it knows that you can only use Channel Divinity once per short rest. All right, and then in the combat tracker, if the GM takes and gives everyone a short rest, it automatically removes that from here, and it's super awesome. So hopefully that helps you in figuring that out. There is a more advanced thing where if you want to have all those abilities pre-created for your character, what you can do is you can download from the community. There's a link in the description. You can download from the community a link for a full import. So what you do is you'll download this XML file that Zacchaeus made. He makes all kinds of stuff, including these amazing maps. Met the guy at Gen Con once. Super awesome, very creative. So what these do to make your life easier is you'll click edit and then you'll import and you'll grab the XML that you downloaded from the forums, and it creates this like 20th level character with everything already on it, right? And so you'll bring that up as a separate character sheet, and then you'll see all of those actions are already in here, and you can just drag and drop them over to the other page and add it that way. So, and it's got all the domain powers already built into it. So it makes it a little easier if you don't want to go through building all of the powers out by default, and then once you've dragged them over, you can rename them and whatever else trips your trigger. So hopefully that all helps you on this. I hope that you find this informative and useful. And thank you very much. Have a great day, and as always, have fun playing.